Why B2B websites should repel people. Hey, I'm Sam Dunning, co-owner over at webchoiceuk.com and host of the Top 100 B2B Marketing Podcast, Business Growth Show. And if you haven't yet, check out my weekly email where I share actionable website and marketing tips, useful podcasts, goodies, resources, and more to kick off your week with a bang. Give it a shot over at businessgrowth.email. So why the heck should your website repel people? Why do you want to steer prospects away that might have come from an advertisement, might have come from social, email marketing, maybe organic SEO or elsewhere, when you've invested time, resources, or money to drive prospects to the site? Why the heck would you want to repel them? Well, far too many websites focus on converting as many visitors as possible, meaning that their sales team might speak to prospects that are not a great fit. So rather than trying to ram everyone through your sales funnel and trying to get as many leads, as many calls, as many inquiries as possible, for many B2B companies, especially when you're providing higher ticket products or services, you want to make sure you're speaking to prospects that are actually a great fit, that you can provide value to, and most importantly, can actually afford the solution you provide. So let's jump in. I'm going to share some actual real life examples and pages and sites that we've put together so you can get tips on how to repel poor fit prospects and attract and convert the right type of leads with your website. So we recently launched a site for We Have a Meeting on wehaveameeting.com, and on their homepage, straight away in the hero, the top banner area, it leads with the three main problems that their prospects, their target clients, come to them with. So it's got literally 3 boxes saying, are you breaking into a new sector or industry, is box 1? Are you not getting enough meetings with the right people, is section 2? And then the third box, just not enough meetings. So you've got those 3 options. Each one has a call to action as work with us. So straight away, you're hit with these 3 juicy problems they know that their target prospects come to them with, so they know they resonate because they've talked to their ideal clients and they know this intel. And then each one has got a call to action for work with us. And their work with us, when you click it, it actually opens a calculator. So it's a pricing calculator, which runs through things like the problems you face. As you go through the process, it asks you more details about what you require. It also asks your budget. So it has drop downs for their starting rate, which is 2K right up to 10K plus. So they can actually qualify prospects in or out with that pricing part of this calculator. And as you go through it, asks things like timeline, if you've got certain requirements, if you're confident that they provide the offer that you can actually work with it and get the deals done. In their case, they offered outsourced B2B sales, outsourced SDRs. So it's basically, as you go through their pricing calculator, it's qualifying your budget in or out. It's qualifying if they actually do the work for you, you can get the results that you need. So it's going to be a good partnership. And then at the end, it then asks for your details. So it asks your name, email, number at the end. So 2 ways there straight away, leading with the problems they fix, and then having a pricing calculator to quickly qualify prospects in or out. And moving on through the We Have a Meeting site, they've got a really unusual page called Why Shouldn't You Work With Us that we built out. So you might have heard of the book by Seth Godin called Purple Cow, where it really talks about differentiating your business and standing out in the marketplace. This definitely does that. So what they've done on the Why Shouldn't You Work With Us page is they've actually listed out the most common reasons why potential businesses shouldn't work with them. So in their case, they do outsource sales, outsource SDRs, lead gen. So they've put, you could use referrals, you could use LinkedIn, you could do it yourself, you could hire another sales team or grow your own. And they're basically listing out all the reasons why people might not want to work with them. So they've probably got these themselves. Their sales team have faced these objections, and usually it's reasons why just people won't move forward. So they're literally putting it on your website. So rather than a prospect that's thinking might want to work with them, might not, they're qualifying them out with this page. So they're saving their own team's time. It's a ballsy move, but it basically means that their sales team can have more qualified conversations because they're putting these objections front loaded on the website. So when people do reach out, they're already aware of these things. So they're literally qualifying themselves in or out nice and quickly, not messing around. So this is one to consider. Or perhaps you could do something similar on your pages. Maybe you have these as FAQs. Maybe you have them within your copy itself. Something to consider. And then last example on the We Have a Meeting site is they've got the FAQs page. So again, this is a great opportunity to get with your sales team. What are those common questions that you get each and every week from potential clients that we can address on our website and save customers, prospects time, and save our own team time on discovery calls and such. So they've literally got a question on their site: how much does it cost? In their case, £500 per day. So straight away, if someone can't afford that, they can qualify themselves out. Talking about the processes, like how do you do it? What sectors do you help? What guarantees? What are the timelines? What are the trainings? Do you need training? So think of what are these questions you get all the time. Let's address them on our website. They don't necessarily need to have a dedicated page, but perhaps you could weave them in relevant pages, maybe certain FAQs for your services. Maybe there's resource sections. Maybe there's locations you cover. So thinking about the FAQs for each key sector, each key page that's relevant, and then weave them in the content for that to address them and save everyone time. And the last example is web choice. So our own webchoiceuk.com site, it's our pricing page, which I believe is one of the most powerful pages, especially in B2B. I mean, most B2B, especially senior decision makers, C-suite, etc., they're strapped for time. So if they're landing on your website, especially if they're finding you cold, i.e. through organic search or an ad or elsewhere, chances are they want to quickly flick on your site, understand what you do, understand how it's going to help them, check your pricing is within scope, it works for them, probably check some results, some case studies, examples, proof of results for clients, and then if that checks all the boxes on those above things, they're going to reach out to sales, book a demo or book a call, whatever that next step is. So if you can quickly do all those things, then you're on to a winner. Whereas a lot of B2B sites hide pricing, which I believe is a terrible idea because it's just going to force leads, force people to speak to sales that might not even have budget to do business with you. So many SaaS companies, software as a service, will have like A, B, and C tier, which is fine because their products are generic. But if you have a more custom bespoke services, just like we do for SEO and websites, maybe you want to give ranges, i.e. our pricing starts from this range, or maybe your top 3 offerings and just like bracket prices. So offer A is 1 to 5K, offer B is 5 to 10K, offer C is 10 to 20K plus. So at least that way you've got buckets, people can get an idea, and then when they speak to sales, they can get a more tailored solution. So with our SEO pricing page, you can steal the format. We've literally got a quick idea of what SEO plans include, a rough monthly idea of the workload. We say for small businesses, it starts from $1,500 a month. And then for more established companies, SaaS companies, B2B tech companies, B2B services companies that want to grow, we're looking at 5K plus per month. We've got call to actions. So we've got the pricing straight away. Then we've got some social proof. So we've got some video reviews under that to back up our claims. Then we've got more proof of results. We talk about our own page 1 rankings. So we're page 1 for web development company keyword in the UK and a bunch of other web design and SEO terms. And then we've got a summary of the works with some drop downs of the process. Then we've got some literal FAQs. We talk about our full SEO process with videos. Then we've handling common questions we get again on this page using FAQs. So how do you drive revenue with SEO? How long does it take? Can you guarantee results? Is SEO a good fit, or when is it bad fit? How do you outrank competitors? We're literally answering all these questions we get on sales calls so people can see that, save everyone time. And then we've got some more social proof with testimonials from clients, some brands we work with, and then call to actions to contact or give us a call. So packing as much value, handling objections, and making it easy for people to see if the budget is within their scope, and then easily allow them to get in touch. So that's why pricing, in my opinion, is a super powerful way to get results from your website when it's done right. And a few other ways that you can qualify and make sure your website repels poor fit prospects and attracts the right type of clients is you could have a page on who you help. So maybe it has the sector or the industries or the client profiles you typically get the best results for, maybe with some examples of the work that you've done for them with testimonials, review videos, and so on. And maybe you've also got a case studies or results page. So you actually show the work you've provided, again, gives people insights into the sectors that you provide the best possible results for, and shows them the problem that they came to you with, how you tackled the project, and the end results. And there you have it. I hope these tips on how to make sure you convert the best possible qualified prospects with your B2B website have been of use. As always, if you're on YouTube, a quick subscribe is appreciated, or on the audio podcast, a review or rating goes a really long way. And I shall catch you on the next one. Cheers.